welcome to a full moon in Libra healing homie reading. This is for anyone on their healing journey that's needing a bit of guidance around this time. This reading's feeling very like family, whānau, because when I came to the space, I got in my car, I started it, and then I got told to go back inside and grab this card from my lounge, so my family room. And this card says, I am a spirit having a human experience and I'm here to get closer to love. You're a lover, struggling to be the lover at these times, during these times, struggling to be the lover after being a hater, struggling to be a lover when love does come at a price, right? It doesn't come just as love, it can come as grief and fear and unease and awkwardness, but it comes with a lot of beautiful things as well. But I mentioned the more heavier things because of this dark border around this new doorway that's opening up for you, collective. And this is an internal space that's opening up here. And this darkness represents that temptation on your healing journey to rage quit, to go back to Numsville, to pretend you don't know when you already know. You can't go back to pretending you're a hater after all the work you've done to love, okay? So this is what this reading is about, healing homies. So if that feels like it's resonating, please feel free to stick around and receive some more messages, taking what resonates, leaving what doesn't. Okay, we're going to get in with some oracle cards now, please, Spirit. What else are we speaking about here for the homies on the healing journey? There's a message coming through, homies, about how part of your healing journey, a lot of it is internal for you guys. It's very much something you're doing, working in your internal space with, but there's something about, for us as humans and expressions of nature, it's really healing for us to see and be witness to other humans, other expressions of nature, so like the earth, animals, humans, being loved, healing, recovering. It's doing something. Receiving that as a witness naturally lightens the load for the viewer, for the witness. So I feel like Spirit's just wanting me to say that it's so important moving forward, homies, that you give yourself that scenery. Even if some days that's looking in the mirror and seeing how far you've come and fully feeling into that at whatever level you want to, fucking do it. But also bear witness to people that you find beautiful. Bear witness to people who you know have been on a rough road and are on the road to recovery. Do it in the physical, but obviously make sure that there is a strong medicine of that in what you consume through technology. Yes, it's okay to, want to deep dive into crime podcasts and all that. I get it. But there needs to be a balance if you are on your healing journey where you are witnessing the healing and the recovery. Actually, that's possibly linked to those crime podcasts, which is what's drawing you in, right? So I guess there's an awareness that needs to be There's an awareness that you're receiving that from whatever you are consuming when you are consuming. Okay, that wanted to come through. Okay, what else have we got here, Spirit? Raven Spirit with truth. Number 32. Pegasus, number 28 with transcending. Yeah, awarenesses. And Owl Spirit with wisdom, number 27. So we've got all winged creatures here for the air sign Libra. So that's beautiful. The truth is you're transcending to greater wisdom. Done. No. But it is the truth. And that's not something to get grandiose about. That is something we're all capable of, and we're all naturally meant to be doing 555, and we're all naturally meant to be giving and receiving from this place, that we're all transcending in our truth, and that's coming through with wisdom and how to connect what is no longer working for us as a generation versus what is and what needs to be renewed and what needs to be carried through. There's like, we all, the truth is we all need each other in a sense. I don't know, I'm just hearing like the last Airbender Avatar Aang, the theme song, and how the Avatar who can do all the four elements are meant to bring the people back together, because if we only go with our fire, there's going to be a natural consequence on the other elements, and we're all literally water. So there's something coming through with that. There's awareness of, and that's the Libra scales kind of balancing here too, because when you are in the void and when you are in the shadow and you're doing the healing, you can get stuck in the victim. You can get stuck in that lack mindset, that poverty mindset, that I'm owed something because of my mamai, and all you see is people who are not worthy of the things that you need because you need them and you've been through what you've been through. And this isn't necessarily, like what I said, take what resonates, leave the rest, but what's the truth here? What do you have in this present moment? You have a safe space within yourself to do the mahi, to transcend, to have higher perspectives, to have higher consciousness. And then the advice from Spirit is to move with wisdom. Move with wisdom by knowing your truth. Let's clarify, please. What is this truth you're wanting collective to focus on, Spirit? Like, the truth is you're here to treat yourself like royalty. To have that journey. And the truth is also that, yes, you've been through quite a dark space, or, you know, dark night of the soul, the void. And I guess you know that it's quite a fertile space to receive truths, to receive reflections, to receive messages, which is what this little raven is being. But you don't need to stay there anymore in order to receive the messages. You can move forward into your life, into the next phase of your life. Ooh, nice. So under Raven Spirit Truth, we have the Five of Cups with grief. Grief will take its time. That is the truth. For some of you, the truth is that you don't know how to grieve healthily. And that's something to journey forward with, with curiosity. The truth is that grief will always be visiting when you're here to get closer to love. But in this grief, the truth is that you have the skills to no longer abandon yourself in it. And I guess this is why there's such a temptation for some of us to head back to Numsville to avoid, especially if you don't know how to do the grief. How does grief manifest when you are avoiding it? What ends up happening? This is just something, not like what ends up happening. It's just like being curious. What ends up happening? You know, what's something to try here? Something different, something to change, and the way you see or relate to grief. What's your initial reaction when you saw this bloody card come out? Because grief is your love. Grief is your love, homies. And your love is beautiful. Your love is not the reason that you've been hurt or harmed. Your love is not the reason that you're not enough. Your love is the reason that you are enough. Okay, so under Pegasus with transcending, we have the Ace of Pentacles with growth. So a new offer coming into the physical, a new offer to assist you in transcending into who you are becoming with the awarenesses that you're wanting to receive. And I feel like for some of you, that flighty energy that's coming through is that you feel the growth and then you have grief because you want to stay in the safety of the knowing of what you have versus going into the unknown again. Unfortunately, this is that roller coaster of life as a human being, a spirit, having a human experience. We didn't come here to just sit in the same whale doing the same things. Came here to grow, to expand, to receive more love, to receive more abundance, to receive more wisdom, to walk more clearly in our truth. So I feel like if you do get an offer, an invitation to an event, it's a cool opportunity for you to go ride the Pegasus, baby. Go for a ride and take what resonates, leave the rest behind, okay? Because there's something about trusting here too, transcending old mistrustful thoughts. And those old mistrustful thoughts were partly because you couldn't trust yourself not to abandon your truth. You didn't have the time then. If you're seeing this reading, you've got the time now. Then owl spirit wisdom, we have the Ace of Swords with understanding. Understanding your needs on a deeper level. Understanding the needs of your family on a deeper level. Understanding the needs of your inner child, your inner teen. Understanding the needs of your community, understanding the needs of human beings, understanding the needs of nature, whatever. There's a lot of wisdom coming through here. We've got double aces. So you're growing in understanding, but what's new here and what's being renewed, homies, is that this understanding of things is not something for you to use against yourself. And what I mean by that is if you do work where you hold space for other people, whether you work, have a job in that, like a healthcare job, a healing job, or you are just that person in the social group or the community group that seems to always hold other people, receive the understanding of your limits in this and be wise moving forward who you do hold space for. I'm not saying be stingy, but maybe I am. Maybe you need more time to receive your truth, to receive your wisdom. And it's like Spirit wants you to know you don't need permission, but if you do, this is the permission. Clarify, please, Spirit. What else do they need to know with it? Introspection, 8 of Cups. What have you learned, homies? What lies have you lived in previously that you have broke free from or wanting to break free from? Cool. So truth, 5 of Cups with grief, then 8 of Cups with introspection. So your journey of learning and expanding your ability to grieve, to honor grief, to make it, to invite grief into the home is part of the whānau. It's part of the awarenesses that you now have, the understanding of what grief is, and have some time out with it. Have pockets of time out to be with your grief in a way that inspires you to live more in your truth. Because there is the way of grieving and it just leads you back to the iceberg, to the freeze or to the flight or to the fight, and I feel like you're sick of that. Yeah, nah. You're not sick of that? Well, I guess it's like, you know, we got the devil coming out here too, so it is a temptation to be the tough guy here. But if you're a tough guy and you're here to get closer to love, this is just going to block you if you don't take time to take whatever resonates with this message. But it's really important moving forward. On the Pegasus, transcending, Ace of Pentacles, growth, 2 of Wands, planning. So there is something exciting here. There is something that you're wanting to create from this. These awarenesses, these understandings, these wisdom. And I feel like planning around, you know, cooling in the version of you that is grieving or in the shadow, and having the version of you that's waiting to walk through this doorway or on the threshold. You're kind of like creating a new language for yourself and how you speak to that version of yourself. Whereas in the past you could have been like, shush your mush, don't want to hear it, you're so frustrating, you're too much, all that energy. Planning your new script for when this energy comes through, when this darkness is tempting you, speaking your love and light into yourself. I feel like that's what's wanting to come through with this 2 of Wands card. Planning how to respond to insecurities in order to strengthen your security. Our spirit wisdom, Ace of Swords, understanding, the devil, obsession. First major arcana coming through here. And like there is this, these 2 dragons, and I did peek that on the bottom of the Sacred Oracle we had dragon power here as well. So the obsession is for humanity, is that a lot of us think or have thought in the past. I mean, just look what's happening. Hang on. There's an obsession or an understanding and a wisdom that's wanting to come through your awareness at this time that obviously harnessing energy or power from other people is not the way to obtain true power. The power comes from liberation within, from facing this energy that is within, as opposed to using this energy to absorb or harness wisdom from other people that you could have yourself, keeping people in their cages, in their lies, or having people, buy your own lies, convincing them. It's like an obsession of getting away with it. Like, just because you can get away with it, should you be doing that energy? What is the natural consequence of that on you and the people around you? Let's clarify again, please, Spirit. Give us a little more details here. Five of Pentacles to the Devil. Because were we talking about, like that, coming from a dark place, having this mumai that you've carried, whether you've been carrying it in secret or you've had lies protecting that mumai, and part of that could be you were protecting other people from your truth because of what their truth was. Cool. Okay. It's really hot. So on truth, 5 of Cups, grief, 8 of Cups, introspection, we have the 9 of Cups. So the 9 of Cups, the abundance, the emotional fulfillment, finding your treasure underneath all of the trauma. Because a lot of trauma comes from, I don't know how to say this. It's like the grief that you've had, the truth that you've protected may have been out of love for the people that you received some of this darkness from. But instead of feeling the love, we just feel the protection that came through. So instead of like, I'm a loving person that cared about these people that let me down or hurt me, you just feel I'm responsible. I'm in control. I'm the responsible one. Or maybe you feel like I'm the hater. I hate everything. So you're disconnected. But it's like it's protecting the aroha, the love. So by living and getting to know your truth at whatever pace suits your nervous system and suits your needs and suits your family circumstances, moving through the grief in a way that isn't going to overwhelm you, focusing on the internal world leads you here, homies. 2442. There's sacred mirrors around you helping you with this subconsciously. It's like a human nature to nature thing. If you have children, they're going to be representing a certain aspect of yourself. If you have family around you at this time, they could be the sacred mirrors, friends, randoms in the store. Okay, so just take it when it feels resonant. Okay, but this is a very positive card. So it is the reassurance that this is the balance. You do the mahi, you get the treat. Amen. Okay. Pegasus, transcending. Ace of Pentacles, growth. Two of Wands, planning. Number 7, the Chariot. The emotional journey. It's like road trip energy in the internal space, but also in your wairoa, also in your dreamscape, also with whatever you're planning or preparing or growing in. There's an emotional inspiration that's coming through that you've journeyed through or with. So where are you heading? Where are you heading with this energy? To your homestead, to your paradise, to your solitude, to your sanctuary. What's the word for you, homies? Tune into it and let that grow. Then on our spirit, wisdom, Ace of Swords, understanding, the Devil, obsession, and Ace of Wands is clarifying this. So we've got 111 here now with the Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, and Ace of Wands. So it's kind of giving me like this used to be something that you would convince yourself that you were in control of, but really what you've been through and the new beginnings you've been working through, letting go of any mindsets that you aren't love, that you aren't here for love. It feels like this is now coming through. This is like the inspiration, like you've danced with the devil, now let me tell you my story about it, as opposed to I'm going to go back on the dance floor with the devil. It's like, nah, I'm going to be dancing with myself now. Dancing with my dreams, dancing with my inspiration, dancing with my passions, dancing with my spirit. And there's even a little bit of gratitude to these experiences now that you're on the other side. I feel like your discernment is strengthening and your connection to your internal hearth is being warmed. So let that ice melt, okay? Let it melt. Okay, excuse me, homies. I'm going to get a couple ending oracles and then we'll be done with our reading. Okay, so first I feel like, because this is a family kind of energy, we're going to check in with the inner child. What is the inner child's truth here for the collective? The collective inner child's truth. Number 30, belonging. Family. Dude, it says family on there. You belong. We all belong at the dinner table, sharing kai. So many different colors, so many different expressions. What a beautiful card. Okay, I'm going to read these from the book, so bear with. Here we go. There's nothing Benny likes better than spending time with the people he loves, but sometimes he feels a little left out at family gatherings. His cousins are so loud and boisterous that sometimes Benny can barely get a word in. But by the time they're out in the back garden, roughhousing and playing games, Benny's forgotten his misgivings. Even if he sometimes doubts it, Benny knows where he belongs deep down. We all crave acceptance and belonging. Many of us feel obligated to search for those things within the family and unit we are born into. This card encourages you to broaden your perspective of family. What is family to you? Is it your blood or adoptive family? Is it a community of like-minded souls working in tandem? A group of lifelong friends, close as siblings? A team of people working toward a common goal? All of these units can be family. It all depends on who you are and what you need. Ask yourself how the desire for companionship in your life could best be met at this time, and take the necessary steps to make or re-establish meaningful connections. You may be estranged from your family or feel as though you have drifted apart in recent years. You may be feeling lost, lonely, or disconnected from others. This card reassures you that family awaits you. You only have to reach out and connect. If you have been isolating yourself out of fear of rejection or loss, step out of your bubble and let yourself be seen. To be known is a gift. It is worth the risk of hurt or rejection. Do not let impatience stifle your progress. Meaningful connections based on love and trust take time to build. The result will be worth the wait. Family can include friends, faith-based communities, and groups of people with common goals and interests. It can be a small or large group, a couple or a single person with one or many animal companions. The key when embracing others is to accept and belong to yourself first. Only then will you attract a healthy connection outside of yourself. Your affirmation is, when I open to others, others open to me. When I am my true self, I attract those who are true to me. I am worthy of belonging. How good. Okay, now let's get an ending oracle for this Pegasus transcending, Ace of Pentacles growth, Two of Wands planning, and number 7, the Chariot. Okay, we have Black Moon, Lilith, and Sagittarius. Free yourself, number 9. So just taking what resonates, free yourself. This is, free yourself. It's time to step into your freedom. Your drive to be a free spirit can feel strong right now. You can see the bigger picture and make decisions from an informed space. You may be breaking ties with someone or something that no longer serves you. Sagittarius is a mutable fire sign representing beliefs, wisdom, optimism, growth, and expansion through experience. Symbolized by the archer, it's ruled by lucky Jupiter and linked with the higher self, your true self. Sans programming, don't know what that means, sans programming weighing you down. When Black Moon Lilith is in Sagittarius, this freedom-loving energy can be repressed. Famous Black Moon Lilith in Sagittarius pop star Britney Spears experienced this with her public conservatorship battle. Perhaps in early childhood, past lives, or through ancestry, you witnessed painful persecution based on your beliefs or free spirit. This may have shut you down from new spiritual knowledge and information. Those who have Black Moon Lilith in Sagittarius in their natal charts can experience an unconventional approach to their spiritual or academic growth. Sometimes they can be dogmatic, creating friction with other people. In universal law and alchemy, your belief system creates your reality. When you shift the dark energy around your beliefs, you will move into creation mastery. Knowing that you are a wise, intelligent being is important with healing this placement. The universe is liberating you from the control of others. Your highest perspective is freedom. That's beautiful energy. You don't have to be a Black Moon, Lilith and Sagittarius. I feel like that's coming through to support this planning of your emotional journey, or what has been inspiring you with the Chariot coming through, because it's just going to grow. The more free you are in your planning, the more you will grow, homies, okay? Very excited for you there. Okay, and our final oracle card, please, from the Inner Temple Oracle Guidebook. Oh, she is. What is it? The Golden Thread. Interesting. Have we hit this before? Okay. The Golden Thread, clarifying the Owl Spirit Wisdom, Ace of Swords Understanding, the Devil Obsession, and Ace of Wands. Your soul had a dream to be here now, in this body, on this planet, at this time. And you have everything you need to realize your soul's destiny in every moment of every day. The golden thread is the path of your destiny. The golden thread holds the potential of all that was, is, and could be. The golden thread of your life is always available to guide you every step of the way towards your soul's deepest dream. The golden thread is woven throughout all your life experiences. It doesn't always make sense, but with time and perspective, you can see its intricate weavings glistening back at you at the center of your life. It's never too late to follow the golden thread of your life, and you can never be too old. For the golden thread of your life is always within your reach. Whatever your soul is calling you to do will lead you to your golden thread. Wherever you most feel connected with the great spirit of life is where you'll find your golden thread. This card is here to remind you that your soul came here with a plan, a dream to be brought to life. It's time to say yes to that now. Your soul inquiry. What's your soul's greatest dream, and how can you act on it now? Interesting. I feel like collective had a little bit trouble receiving this card. What I'm getting from that, it's like when you're deep diving, when you're taking time out to sit with your grief, to sit in your introspection, to get to know your inner world, sometimes it can get addictive, or you can become obsessed with it. And that's why it's so important to follow the golden thread back to the present moment, or back to the energy of your higher self, having the higher view of what the mahi is you're doing, as opposed to getting comfortable staying in the deep dive. Come back up for air, ground, be present, let go of what you were just working on, knowing that you were releasing and renewing in that time. And as you move forward, if it comes up again, deep dive, holding your golden thread. Okay, so that's what I'm getting from that card for you guys. So thank you if you are still here after those 3 cards. So cute. I'm really grateful to everyone who's doing that healing. As I said, I really loved that first message as expressions of nature. It's amazing to see and hear about other people's healing journeys. And no matter what phase you're in, whether you're in the rainbow or you're in the void, you know, Respect. RSPCT. Alright homies, I'm going to leave that there. Thank you for watching and thank you for being here. Keep healing, homie. I'll see you out there.